Hi and welcome to another episode, and what we've got here is a Logitech G502 or G502 SE 2nd edition Hero. Whoa, they have changed a few things about this. The design, for one, the icon has changed from the way that it used to be. It used to be a lot more curved, the logo. Granted, that changed some years back now, but the G502 that I already have has the curved bit on it. I picked this up because it was £20 on Amazon. I mean, how can you say no? I might have been lucky that the prices has dropped for a particular short period of time, but I had to pick one up. Anyway, next generation Hero sensor delivering precision tracking for up to 25,600 DPI. That's pretty high. And then it talks about it's got 11 programmable buttons and dual mode for hyper fast scrolling wheel. Gives you fully customizable control over your gameplay. That's all done through software pretty much. And you can arrange some weights of 3.6 grams. And then it also points out it can play around with the Logitech's settings to play around with the RGB of the little G and the dots and everything like that. You can do in there, and it's got some specifications down the side, nothing particularly interesting. But let's get inside it. On the bottom it's just got the serial number, you don't need to see that. Let's get the dangerous knife out. There we go. Put it away again. Right, play advanced. I'm pretty much only doing an unboxing on this because this has been out for so long now, there's no real point doing a review on it. But I've had the stock one for quite a few years now. I'm very happy with it in, well, just wandering around pointing at things on Windows, but also in FPS games. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I do pretty well. So we have a stick here, there's not much else inside the box. Throw that off to the side. So the modern logo, as they say. Bit of plastic. Whoa, I thought it was silver. It's actually white. Some standard USBs. What have we got here? Tells you to plug it in and get off to the logitechg.com/ghub, so you can mess around and get the software. And it talks about the weights, which are hiding in this little plastic capsule which have bounced out. Where are they all? They feel sticky, as in like oily sticky. I'm sticking them all up there, but maybe they need to go. Huh. Where's this one go? I put these in incorrectly. That's weird. They sit to the side? No. Sit to that side? No. I don't know why I've got one too many. .6 grams, no matter what. I really can't remember what happened when I first opened the other one. But in the realms of clicking around, you can hear the clicks. Nice and fast, responsive, definitely responsive. As you can see, G502 SE Hero. I may well swap this one out for my other one. I have to say the other one has a braided lead on it, or wire, whatever you want to call it, cable. This is thinner, so there's some changes there. For me personally, I just wanted to pick this up because, as I say, it was £20 and I could do with a decent mouse for some other systems that I like to use a mouse on. I realise I won't be able to get all the functionality out of it, but at least I know the scrolly wheel and the two main clicky buttons are nice. I think they've changed the wheel. Kind of free rolling with it, with the press of that button. You can hear it. It's clicky. It's a bit more precise on dump dump dump. You know, it jumps so far. You can press that button there, and it'll spin. And I don't know if you can see. You can hear it definitely, but and it's still spinning. So it's a pretty good flywheel in the realms of doing that. We can change the DPI. I've got forward and back buttons. Button, the whole idea is that you can have that as your zoom on your scope and click, or whichever way around you want to set everything up, because you can pretty much set it up in the software to do lots of different things. Probably do a bit of showing you how that works in a little bit. But let's try to remember how to get into here, because I want to put the weights in. I think. How do you get in? RTFM and all that. Right, it shows. It just flips out. Ah, it's that easy. Yes, it's only got 4 spots for weights. I think I've got an extra weight by accident. But for me, the way that I weighed out the other one, I just stuck all the weights in. Because I prefer my mouse to feel like I've got something in my hand. I don't. Without it, to me, it makes it feel a bit cheap. Seem to have landed lucky that I've got an extra weight. So there we go. It's been so long since I changed it last time. Forgot everything. So out of the box, a few differences in the realms of the cable. Isn't braided. There's the white flash of plastic around instead of just being black. What else can I say? Oh yes, the flywheel. So that's a quick summary of it out of the box. Let's mess around and change some colours on it. So they give you a wire wrap, and then the other side it's just a normal, like a wire tie, bread tie, whatever you want to call them. Have I got enough cable to reach all the way across? Just one moment. Okay, so let me show you the hub. Let me just transition across. So as you can see, it's just cycling through, you know, different colours, like unicorn colours. That's what it does by default. You can actually program it to be a certain thing, even if you haven't got fancy software, which is good, because if you take it to some other machine that doesn't have it, you can still make it do things, at least glow red or something like that. I say that because, as you know, if you follow the channel, I like black and red. So got it. Right, for now I don't want to actually zap that though, but you can maybe see that the older version does in fact have a rounded G, and that you can see it on the keyboard, but it has the rounded G as well. The modern version of this keyboard also has they squared off, and the same with the headset to the G935. Don't start shouting at the screen, "Oh, he's a fanboy." I just happen to like Logitech stuff. They make decent enough stuff. Can be a bit pricey at times, but yeah, I've got a fair few Logitech things around the house. So anyway, let's go have a look at what we can do here. So it did say 25,600 dpi. Let's go back and see what it says for here. For the older version it was 12,000, so there's a big jump. For the newer version, yeah, you could really push it up. You're really hypersensitive. I don't know if you could really get away with doing things hypersensitively, but as you can see, you've got the different buttons and you can assign different things to them. So yeah, at the moment this one's actually set to the DPI shift, so you can move it backwards and forwards. So if you want to be running around in a game and you want to be that you're not oh so focused, but then you want the DPI to be really sensitive because you want to do a sniper, you could change in between those two modes. And then the light sync, again, you can pick the thing. So that's the primary, but we can change just the logo. Turn it off. Let's have a fixed one and change it to red. There we go. And you can see, hopefully you can, on camera it seems to be a bit orangey, but for me, let me hold it up. Does it actually red? It looks orange on camera. It would do, wouldn't it? It is actually red. It's the same red as what you can see on the screen. It's just the camera picking it up in an unusual way. Let's make it breathe. There we go. So it fades in and out. It's supposed to replicate breathing. That's it really. You can change the rate of it, you can change the brightness, make it an audio visualizer. So in the realms of the RGB, it's nice to set it to what you like, and also what you can do is, if you've got a particular thing you want to have across everything, you can have that. Simple enough. So yeah, you can even see on the picture that the original mouse was braided and this one isn't. So as I say, with the RGB stuff and everything, the settings, you can zap that to the memory of the mouse itself, so it stays like that if you go elsewhere with it, and not just use it on your default computer as it were with this software installed. You can update the firmware. Sometimes it comes in handy. That there's your different slots for your onboard memory, and there you go. It's not exactly big and clever about what you can do, because I realise lots of mice can do this sort of thing nowadays, but in the realms of it costs £20, and I realise at the moment they've got fantastic new versions that cost over £100 that are wireless and everything like that. I might get one of them at some point, but I'm quite happy with a wired setup, because I have one of the bungee little stand things to help control the cable. It works fine for me. The DPI, quite frankly, of the older one is fine for what I like to do in gaming. It may well be that you want something particularly sensitive. Yeah. So I hope that was of some interest when it comes to the unboxing, when it comes to the review of the item. Let's move back to the big picture and move on to, let's not forget, look in the description, check for the Patreon and Discord links. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know more of things I'm bringing out later on, hit that bell button. And as always, Happy gaming!